amazing people.
Welcome.
So we are live again here to enlighten each and every one of us. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about how you can invest into Nigerian real estate from abroad with little capital. So my name is Sam, and I'm a real estate consultant based here in the city of Asaba, Delta State. And over here is Mr.
Manuel, Concrete Manuel, also known as Imam of Medici, based here in the city of Asaba, one of the executives of Medici Homes and Shelters Limited, based here in the city of Asaba.
Alright, so we will urge you to stay to the end of this session, because when you stay to the end, you're going to catch the full package of what we're going to be talking about today. So, just like I said, today's topic is how you can invest into Nigerian real estate with as little as anything. Because so many persons out there think that they actually need millions before they can start investing into the Nigerian real estate, which is not true. So, for so many Nigerians living outside the country, they are working long shifts. Yeah. Some of them are working 4 shifts. From here, they work like 2-3 hours, they go to another work, they're working shifts, and they save all of this money, and most of them come back home with nothing to show for it. Right? They come back with nothing to show for it. Take for instance, one of my friends, sorry to use this example, but I have to use an instance you will get to understand. One of these my friend, he got deported back home. And as deporting works, they will take you to where you back home with nothing. Even if you have things over there, they will send you back with nothing. And this guy did not have any investment. I was his close friend, so I know him in and out. He did not come back home with nothing. Okay? So now imagine if he invested into landed properties. At least he will have something he can fall back to.
Yes, definitely.
You have something he can fall back to. So that is why the land banking is different. But the question is, for the sake of our viewers, what is land banking?
So land banking is, simply put, is buying land in an area before development is that place. You understand? So development like schools, roads, infrastructure, government facilities, So it's basically seeing the future, right? Seeing the future, you buy into that place before development is there. Because when development is there, the demand for land will increase and the value of land in that particular area will increase. Take for example, Mr. Emeka who bought land in a particular part of Asaba, and he bought that land for 5 million naira, right? So 4 years down the line, new schools, new roads, right? Electricity, facilities, infrastructure came in, and like I said, 4 years down the line, he sells that same particular size of land for, let's say for example, he bought it 1.5 million, and let's say for example, he's selling for 10 million naira.
10 million.
You see what land banking does. So land banking is one of the drivers of wealth in real estate, right? So you can ask anybody, that's happened often time, right? So land banking is a driver of wealth in real estate.
So to add to what you just said now, this one I saw a video on Instagram, and it touched me a lot. Do you know why? Because the woman, as of then, she bought a land of 1.5 million naira 15 years ago. That's what land banking is. Because land banking is, when you're into land banking, you have to have patience. You have to have patience because you are buying into a developing area, like you said. So it's not somewhere that will develop in the next 2-3 years. So you have to give it time. So this woman bought into a property in Lagos, and she bought it for 1.5 million naira. Now 15 years down the line, I think it was her co-workers that was asking her, interviewing her. It was kind of a record, so they were interviewing her. That property that she bought 15 years ago, as of the time I saw the video, Maybe now it must have appreciated, but as of when I saw the video, it's worth 90 million.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I'm not joking.
Yeah,
I'm not exaggerating. It came out the way I'm saying exactly the way she said it. She bought the property worth 1.5 million naira, and as of then, there was no access road. So
it was a bush.
It was a bush, and basically, they had to pick a stone and throw in to show her where her land was located.
Yeah.
But fast forward 15 years down the line, when the property is now worth 19 million. So that's what land banking can do for you. You have to have patience. Now, but the problem is, there are so many of our viewers now that might take interest in what we are doing, what we are saying, and I want to invest. But the problem is, I don't have the money. How can I start? How can I start?
Right. Okay. So this is the part that most people don't realize, right? Particularly people from abroad, right? So many companies have made it possible. Many real estate companies, even here at individuals, they have made it possible for people that want to really own a part of the earth, right? We have made it possible for them to get started with a flexible payment plan. Like with a flexible payment plan. Let's say, for example, you want to buy a property worth 3 million naira, right? And you don't have that 3 million naira immediately. So what you do, you can start with an initial deposit. Right here at Medicinals, you start with an initial deposit of 500,000. Once you start with 500,000, we spread the balance within 3 months. Within 3 months. You can pay up within 3 months.
That's you have the payment system of 3 months.
Of 3 months.
Okay.
With zero interest. Although some other companies, they will tell you they will give you a certain percentage of interest that you have to pay if you are not paying instantly. Right? But Medici are made it possible. You can start with an initial deposit and spread the remaining balance within 3 months. So instead of waiting, right, for the 3 million naira, you can do this. Some companies does their own 3 months, some does their own 6 months, some does 1 year, that's 12 months. Okay, so by the time and what initial deposit does that, it saves you a lot of money. And what I mean a lot of money is that I have someone that even up to now, if I call him on phone, if I call the person on phone, he will still be thanking me that, thank God that I made this decision. Okay, what was that? What happened? We sold a property, that is City of Heaven phase 1, that we have at Abono. I was selling for 1.5 million naira. So then 1.5 million naira was too much for him. You couldn't pay it once. It was like, Ima, that I don't have this money, I don't have this money, that if I remove this 1.5 million naira, it will shake me financially. You understand? I told him, okay, I start with initial deposit. Paid 500,000 naira initial deposit, and we spread the remaining balance within 3 months. But guess what happened? 2 months down the line, the estate increased from 1.5 million to 3 million within the space of 2 months.
Wow.
Because of the school that was being established there. Although it's a proposed University of Medical Sciences.
Yes.
So, and they are already building a lot of infrastructures there. So because of that school and the common infrastructure coming in there, the value of that property moves from 1.5 to 3 billion naira. But him taking that decision to make that initial deposit saved him the money of paying double the price.
Exactly.
You understand? So initial deposit, like the flexible payment plan, has always helped a lot of people to secure land. Now he's now very, very happy that I took this
Yeah,
decision.
decision.
I love this decision that you. Like if I call him now, you see, if I'm fan, my guy, thank you very much for helping me
Yeah.
get that land. So that's my take on that.
Okay. So but another question I would like to ask is, why is this important for people specifically in abroad? Why is it important for them? And before you say anything, I would like to say this. The reason why it's important for these guys is that you know, as you're working and you're doing all of these things, some of these guys don't even have the time for themselves.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
They don't have the time for themselves. But you need, just like one of my uncles who decided to take the decision to start acquiring landed properties before it was too late. This man saw the future, and do you know what he did? He decided to start buying landed properties, and in the